guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. NBA fans, buckle up, because what I'm about to tell you will blow your mind and leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the Golden State Warriors. This isn't just another trade rumor, another locker room update, or some off-season chatter. No, this is a bombshell. A revelation so unexpected that even seasoned NBA insiders are struggling to process it. The Golden State Warriors have once again managed to dominate headlines. And this time, it's not because of Stephen Curry hitting logo threes or Draymond Green stirring controversy. It's because of a move, a decision, a behind-the-scenes twist that nobody, and I mean nobody, saw coming. Fans woke up today to a flood of notifications, tweets, and breaking alerts. Social media exploded with hashtags, memes, and hot takes because once this news hit the wires, it was impossible to ignore. Even rival fan bases who usually love to see the Warriors stumble had to admit this changes everything. The word unexpected doesn't even begin to describe it. This was pure shock value. The kind of twist that leaves analysts scrambling to rewrite their playoff predictions and forces rival GS to start making late-night phone calls. The entire NBA ecosystem has been rattled in Golden State. They're standing in the eye of the storm, calm and confident because they know exactly what they just did. For years, their Warriors have been masters of timing, knowing when to push for a big trade, when to develop their young stars, when to shake things up, and when to keep the core intact. This move proves that there's still several steps ahead of the competition. It's the classic Warriors playbook. Stay quiet, let the speculations swirl, then drop a bomb that shifts the power balance across the league. What makes this even more unbelievable is that until hours before it broke, there wasn't even a hint of this exact scenario being in play. The reporters, who usually leak early details, silent, the insiders, who always seem to just know what's coming, completely blindsided. That's how tightly the Warriors front office kept this under wraps. And when you look at how the news unfolded, you realize this wasn't a decision made overnight. No, this was carefully crafted, negotiated, and set in motion weeks, maybe months ago. According to those now scrambling to piece the puzzle together, the deal hinged on a mix of strategic risk-taking, bold financial maneuvers, and the kind of trust between management and players that you rarely see in today's NBA. The impact on the roster monumental. The impact on the league potentially historic. This bomb doesn't just change the Warriors' trajectory for this season. It could alter their next 5 years. We're talking about a shift in style of play, a redefined identity, and a roster construction that could very well set them up for another championship run. And you know how Warriors fans are. They've gone from cautious optimism to full-blown title talk overnight. Chase Center is buzzing. The ticket sales are spiking and merchandise orders are already surging. People aren't just watching games anymore. They're watching history unfold in real time. The real kicker here is how the rest of the league is reacting. Front offices across the NBA are now in scramble mode, frantically trying to figure out how this changes their own plans. Some teams who thought they had a clear path to contention, not so much anymore. Because when the Warriors pull a move like this, it forces everyone else to reevaluate. If you're in the Western Conference, you're suddenly realizing the road to the finals just got a lot steeper. And if you're in the East, you're now wondering if a potential finals matchup just became your worst nightmare. Players are talking, too. Text chains between stars are lighting up with reactions ranging from "wow" to "this is crazy" to "we might need to make a move ourselves." That's the ripple effect of a true bombshell. It doesn't just shake one team. It shakes the entire competitive landscape. And make no mistake, their Warriors knew exactly what they were doing. This wasn't about making noise for the sake of headlines. This was about putting themselves in a position to dominate when it matters most in the postseason, under the brightest lights when every possession counts. That's been the Warriors' DNA for years. Smart moves, big payoffs. Of course, there's always risk. Moves this bold can backfire. Chemistry can get disrupted, egos can clash, and expectations can become overwhelming. But if there's one thing Golden State has proven time and again, it's that they know how to integrate new pieces into their system. Whether it's a big-name star, a role player with untapped potential, or a defensive specialist who fills a crucial gap, they have a knack for making it work. And that's exactly why this bombshell is so scary for their rivals. Because if the Warriors make a move this calculated, it's probably going to work out in their favor. Fans are already dissecting every angle. Sports talk shows are dedicating entire segments to it. Former players are jumping in with their takes, some praising the boldness, others warning about the risks. And yet, even the skeptics can't deny the excitement this has injected into the NBA season. This is the kind of news that turns a regular game in January into must-watch TV. Now, what about Stephen Curry? You can bet he had a voice in this. Curry isn't just the face of the franchise. He's the heartbeat. Any major shift in the team's direction is going to have his fingerprints on it in some way. And if he's on board, if he's energized and ready to roll with this new dynamic, that's a signal to the rest of the league. Golden State is coming for you. The timing of this is also fascinating. The season is still young enough for the team to integrate changes, but far enough in for them to know exactly what they needed to tweak. It's surgical precision, making a move right when it can have maximum impact without derailing the rhythm they've already built. Imagine being an opposing coach right now trying to prepare for Golden State. You've spent months studying their tendencies, building defensive schemes to contain their shooters, figuring out how to exploit their weaknesses. And now you've got to throw a bunch of that out the window and start from scratch. That's the kind of advantage you can't put a price tag on. And speaking of price tags, let's not forget the financial side. Pulling off a move like this isn't cheap. It involves navigating the salary cap, making tough calls on contracts, and sometimes saying goodbye to players the fans have grown attached to. But in the NBA, a sentimentality doesn't win championships, strategy does. And clearly, the Warriors are willing to make the hard choices to stay on top. So, where does this leave us? With a Golden State Warriors team that just became infinitely more dangerous, a fan base riding an adrenaline high, and a league full of teams who now have to play catch-up. If you thought the NBA was exciting before, buckle up, because the Golden State Warriors have just turned the volume all the way up, and the ride from here on out is going to be wild. This is the kind of moment that makes you stop whatever you're doing, check your phone twice, and wonder if the news is even real. But it is real, and it's unfolding right before our eyes. They're Warriors, a franchise already defined by moments of brilliance, unexpected twists, and bold decisions, have just thrown another shockwave across the league. The NBA is officially on notice. Their Warriors have just changed the game again.